You are about to make a huge mistake if you keep saying yes when you mean no. This is more than just being polite or helpful. It's a trap, a labyrinth of guilt that slowly erodes your freedom and peace. The Stoics understood this well. They taught us that saying no is a shield for your soul. I am in control of my own time. I choose what I allow in. I want you to pause right now and comment, I am in control of my own time. I choose what I allow in below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. You see, Marcus Aurelius used to remind himself daily of the importance of setting boundaries. He understood that every yes, not aligned with your values, is a chain holding you back. Seneca would add that if you want to be loved, don't hide behind the pretense of pleasing everyone. Is it really worth your peace to say yes when deep inside you scream no? The cost is high. It's measured in stress, time, and emotional drain. Epictetus would urge you to reclaim your power. He'd say, it's not the actions that disturb us, but our thoughts about the actions. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Now, imagine what might change if you started saying no to what's not essential. You'd unchain your mind and redirect that energy where it really matters. You see, when you choose to protect your time, you start to lead your own life instead of letting it lead you. The next moments of this podcast will show you how the Stoics mastered this and how you can do the same. Let's dive deeper into becoming the master of our own fate. 1. The shield of self-respect, redefining your worth. You've been taught to measure your worth by the number of agreements you keep, the endless yes you give. But stop. Imagine this, a fortress built with bricks of self-respect, impervious to the chaos outside. The cornerstone? Learning to say no without apology. The Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. And being good, my friends, sometimes means refusing what's not true to you. Think of your self-respect as a shield that deflects what's not meant for you. When was the last time you reinforced it? You see, every no you utter is a new layer to this armor. It's saying, I value my peace. I value my priorities. It's drawing a line that says, here I stand. Speaking of shields, picture a modern workplace. Your boss overloads you with tasks. Your calendar screams chaos. But when you start choosing carefully what gets your yes, you command respect. Not just at work, but everywhere. Protect this shield. It's the most potent weapon you have. Every time you falter in setting boundaries, remember the wise words of Epictetus. Know what you can control, and focus only on that. You can't control external demands, but you can control your response. Pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Saying no isn't selfish, it's strategic. It allows you to funnel your energy into what aligns with your values. This makes your time yours again. A true Stoic never dissipates energy into areas that don't contribute to his or her essence. Don't let your life be derailed by the need to be everything for everyone. That's a myth. Instead, be genuine to your purpose and let that guide which doors you choose to open. As you practice this art, every refusal sharpens your focus and strengthens your shield of self-respect. Your worth? It's not up for negotiation. It's your legacy to guard. 2. The boundary blueprint, drafting your limits. Stop doing this immediately if you want to be happy, letting others define your limits. Imagine you're a master builder, sketching the blueprint of your life. The boundary blueprint is your personal design, etched with the wisdom of the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is your blueprint's cornerstone. Picture this, your life as a house. It's got walls, built strong to keep you safe. Your boundaries are these walls. If they're weak, anyone can walk in, bringing chaos with them. Your job? Reinforce these walls. Strengthen them with a solid foundation of self-worth. In your relationships, like at work or with friends, practice saying no with grace. When you say no to others, you say yes to yourself. Seneca reminds us, nothing is so bitter that a calm mind cannot find comfort in it. Your calm mind is your blueprint stabilizer, helping you stand firm when external opinions try to shake your resolve. The real test? When distractions tempt you, remember your blueprint. Is it in line with creating the life you want? If not, decline. It's not harsh, it's clarity. Clarity in what you allow into your sacred space. If you want to keep receiving these reminders, click the subscribe button now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. Imagine your legacy. What story do you want your life to tell? Your boundaries are the editor of that story. They choose the best, dismiss the unnecessary. Epictetus wisely noted, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Your blueprint is the foreword of your life, and every boundary drawn is a chapter of integrity and purpose. Let your boundaries not just protect, but also project who you truly are. 3. The courageous no, finding power in rejection. Stop sabotaging your peace. Each time you say yes, when your heart screams no, you dilute your essence. My boundaries are my freedom. These words are not just a phrase. They are a manifesto of living deliberately, free from the chains of others' expectations. I want you to pause right now and comment "My boundaries are my freedom" below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. This is where the concept of the courageous no comes alive. It takes true strength to decline what doesn't align with your essence. We are often misled to think that saying no means being disagreeable or selfish. But is it selfish to refuse a burden you cannot carry? Consider a tale from ancient Rome. When Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, received criticism for not attending every ceremonial event, he didn't give in to guilt. His response was simple. He kept his time for higher duties, those that served the empire's peace, not just its pageantry. His was a courageous no, not a rejection of people, but a safeguarding of his true purpose. Just like him, your no is a compass, always pointing towards what matters most. Picture this. Your day is a limited canvas. Each action you decide upon is a stroke of color. If you say yes to every demand, you end up painting over your masterpiece. Is that the story you wish to unfold? With every no, you reserve the hues of your life for what is most brilliant and true to you. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Remember, your no can also be a gift to others. It shows authenticity. It reminds them of the value of their requests and your authenticity in response. Just as Seneca said, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Sometimes to say no is to live bravely, to uphold your highest self and those principles you hold dear. Your life was not meant to cater endlessly to others. Give yourself the grace of focus, the lightness of less. Each no becomes a decisive step in the direction of your true path. 4. The serenity shift, accepting what you can't control. Are you ready to stop abandoning your true self? Do you realize the weight you carry when you cling to what you can't control? Let the words of Epictetus sink in. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Imagine a ship in a storm. You are that captain. The waves will thrash, the wind will roar. You can't command these forces, but you can steer the wheel, choose your course, decide to remain calm amidst the tempest. Accepting the uncontrollable flows is the heart of the Serenity shift. It's a pivotal change in how you live, not by struggling against the currents of life, but by skillfully navigating through them. In modern life, chaos often seems our constant companion. The office email floods, the relentless social obligations, the world that never sleeps. But there lies something sacred in accepting that not every battle needs to be fought. Marcus Aurelius asked, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What unnecessary tension are you willing to let go of today? Stop gripping the sand only to watch it slip through your fingers. Understanding what is outside your control is liberating. It allows you to focus on where your true power lies, your choices, your reactions, your actions. Now, I want you to take a moment. Reflect on what you're clinging to. Is it worth the energy? Or is it time to embrace the serenity of acceptance? Let me ask you, what's one thing you can release your grip on today? Comment below and let this community keep you accountable. Forgive yourself for not being able to change everything. Instead, pour your efforts into the spaces where you can make a difference. Recognize your sphere of control. You'll find freedom there and the strength to continue sailing through both storms and calms. If you found this perspective powerful, subscribe for more insights into your own power and presence. The world is as it is, not always as we wish. But what will you choose to do with the control you do possess? Let the Serenity shift guide you to peace, clarity, and strength. 5. The empathy edge, balancing kindness and strength. Balancing kindness and strength. This is your empathy edge. It sounds simple, yet it's a lifelong endeavor. The Stoics, with their deep wisdom, invite us to a profound understanding. You can be both fierce and gentle, tenacious as well as compassionate. Consider Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who ruled with both firmness and empathy. He understood that to lead effectively, one must hold a delicate balance. Writing in his Meditations, he reminded himself to be both philosopher and ruler. His reign was marked not just by decisive action, but also by a deep understanding of human needs and sufferings. You, too, can wield this dual power. It starts with self-awareness. Recognize when your heart pulls you toward understanding others, but let your mind guide you where lines need to be drawn. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are tools to protect your well-being and energy, allowing you to serve those around you at your best. So how do we walk this path? Begin by observing your reactions. Do you say yes when you mean no? Do you overextend, leaving your own well empty? Seneca taught that a person's worth is not greater than their will. By aligning your actions to your beliefs, you fortify your will. Consider a workplace scenario. A colleague constantly asks for your help, and though you want to assist, it begins to encroach on your tasks. Kindness urges you to help, but strength counsels prudence. Say, "I can help, but I also have priorities to manage." This sees you respecting both your colleague's needs and your own commitments. The balance is not about denying kindness, but bolstering it with inner power. Empathy should not mean sacrificing your peace. Let the strength of your no safeguard the integrity of your yes. Now, I want you to check in with yourself. Have you been erring on one side, either too soft or too rigid? Remember, real confidence lies in holding your ground kindly. If this idea resonates and you're finding your own empathy edge, click the subscribe button now. This is not just for you. It's a small action that can open doors to deeper insights. Returning to our journey, recognize that the human heart is complex. Empathy without strength can lead to exhaustion, while strength without empathy can isolate. Our goal is middle ground, where kindness and strength coexist in harmony. It's in this balance that you'll find true empowerment, leading not just yourself, but others with grace and authority. Take this wisdom forward and watch your life transform, where every decision is made with both heart and mind engaged. 6. The reflective pause, learning through reflection. You might not realize it, but you're missing a crucial step that binds everything together, a reflective pause. This is your opportunity to digest your actions, outcomes, and intentions. It's the very thing that turns mere experience into wisdom. I reflect on my actions to learn and grow. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that life's obstacles become fuel only when we take time to reflect and learn. This pause isn't passive, it's power in stillness. The reflective pause is when you gather your thoughts and truly understand what just happened. Think of it like checking a map during a journey. Without this, you risk getting lost or aimlessly repeating your mistakes. Seneca wisely stated, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Let's apply this to a modern situation. Imagine you've just had a challenging conversation with a colleague. It didn't go as planned. Instead of moving forward in frustration, take your reflective pause. Examine what went right, what didn't, and why it happened. It's not about judgment, but about clarity and growth. In today's rapid pace, we often skip this step. The pause is short, but its impact is huge. It's what gives us the clarity to align our actions with our deepest values. It also lets us course correct before minor problems become major issues. Epictetus taught that there is only one way to happiness, and that is by ceasing to worry about things which are beyond our power or our will. Through reflective pauses, we discern what is within our control. Pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Reconsider your recent decisions. Were they in line with your principles? Did they reflect wisdom or haste? This is your moment to turn experience into guidance and guideposts into pathways. The more you practice this, the more you will master the art of living with intention and excellence. Embrace these reflective pauses and you will transform obstacles into opportunities, frustration into understanding, and everyday actions into stepping stones for a life well lived. Pursue this path, and you will lead with heart, mind, and a resilient spirit for all who follow. The empowered transformation. Imagine standing at a crossroads, capable of seeing only chaos and confusion, unsure of which path to choose. That's how life feels when you have no boundaries. Let's tap into your innate power to transform those crossroads into tracks you pave with purpose and clarity. This is your empowered transformation. When Seneca once said, "He who is brave is free," he meant that establishing boundaries is an act of courage. Say no to the unnecessary and grasp your freedom. Think about a workplace scene. There's a flood of requests, deadlines, and you. They're in the middle, feeling overwhelmed. But then you remember, you have the right to say no. You recognize that not every task demands your attention. In choosing what aligns with your core values, you reaffirm your true path. If you focus on what really matters, each no is a step towards self-control and empowerment. Consider how Marcus Aurelius advised, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This is freedom, the ability to see beyond immediate appearances and choose the responses that align with your higher purpose. By embracing this transformation, you change your inner dialogue. Instead of, "I can't keep up," it becomes, "I control what I allow into my life." This shift births clarity and peace. Pause for a moment. If these words resound with you, if you feel that inner spark, pause and hit that subscribe button. Let me know to keep bringing this insight your way. Now back to it. Picture the transformation itself. The moment you say, "This is enough." Your boundaries are like signposts that direct your energy only where it counts. Life becomes distilled to its essence, and you become a curator of your experiences. Empowerment and transformation start with conviction. When you finally say no, without guilt, you find the courage to say yes to yourself. You seize tomorrow with two hands and make it yours, guided by Stoic wisdom. Let every day with power, heart, and unshakable resolve.